Eastern Kentucky, where I was raised, where the wildlife and mountains call my name. I was born to hunt, I was born to guide, a camouflage on a rifle by my side. Just good old country boys chasing dreams in the Appalachian Mountains, fields and streams. From those white-tailed bucks strutting toms, the bugling elks that are on the run. Where those dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name. The coyotes run all night. It's music to my ears and in my sights. I've got this hunting fever down in my bones. Glad my daddy taught me everything I know. From those white-tailed bucks strutting toms, the bugling elks that are on the run. Where dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name. From those white-tailed bucks and strutting toms, the bugling elks that are on the run. Where dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name. The TLC Outfitter is our name.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday night. Welcome to On Air and Outdoors with TLC Outfitters. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've not done so, please like and share this feed. Get the word out there about all things TLC Outfitters. As always, my name's Trinity, and we're joined tonight by our co-host, Mr. Matt Woolwine. Matt, buddy, that's not your normal setting there tonight.
Yeah, no, I'd like to be home by now, but it ain't gonna happen till tomorrow night sometime. But been traveling on business down here on the eastern shore of North Carolina, looking out over the ocean and the sound down here, that intercoastal waterway. I've ate a lot of good oysters and seafood and done a little business. So just but look forward to get back home, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody joining in with us. Hope everybody had a good weekend, and hopefully you had a chance to get out and enjoy the great outdoors. Man, it has been an eventful, I guess, 9 days, 10 days for us here at TLC Outfitters. I mean, we have been going at it, burning it at both ends, and we've had some success, man. And it's actually, even though it's been real tough, we've had some good stories come our way and some harvest and some things. So we hope to ride this right on in. We got a week coming up off as archery season goes out this Friday. We get a week off leading up to the first firearm bull week 1. So we're pretty excited. I think, in the beginning we thought this week off might hurt us, but I think it may help us a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. We've kind of looked out and had pretty decent weather. And hopefully that old rut will kick in real good. This decent weather that we've had, hopefully that'll go ahead and push them over the edge. And look forward to, the last 3 days of archery season coming up, here the rest of this week, and then be in it hot and heavy here in a couple of weeks with gun season. So,
yeah, man, we're excited. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, and look here, man, she's on a different platform now. If we got our number one fan, my mama's, she's on YouTube watching us. Says, hello. And then you already answered this before she got the answer. Said, "What are you eating, Matt?"
But we eat some mahi-mahi, we eat some oysters, some scallops, and crab balls. I mean, we've eaten it all.
Yeah.
And I've eaten more than I'd like to talk about, really.
Oh, goodness. So that's a good deal. Man, we've got a lot to talk about tonight. We're just going to kind of touch base on a few topics that we've already we've been touching on. First thing I want out of the gate, I want to say congratulations to our very own Ben Moore. Ben was able to harvest a turkey this week with his bow. So that's pretty good. If you look there, man, he's in one of them food plots that we've been talking about. We got a nice 3-part series about food plots, and as you can see right there, you can tell he's put in the work.
Yep, looks like he's on the edge of a food plot there. It looks real good back in there, nice and plush behind him there. He kind of up there where it maybe didn't get enough sunlight a little bit on the edges there, but that's good. Obviously, if he's killed a turkey there, they're using it. So, old deer will be too.
Yeah. And, if you look at this, and hopefully people will go back and check out our 3-part food plot series. But if you look, he's kind of got all the factors he's talking about. You got that hard, dense hardwood back behind that elevated blind there. Then you got this transition area around this field that hasn't necessarily been clear cut, but there's some hinge cuts in there. There's some feathering in there, and that makes them nice. It's not too thick, but thick enough them animals feel kind of confident being able to poke their head out and look. We talked about that with members of Kentucky Bar and Fish and Wildlife, and then this lush green field right here, man, with a lot of good food in there, and not only food for all the critters, but we talk about field to fork all the time. So this was that morning, and by the evening's time, there you go, field to fork, man. It looks like a good supper right there.
Yeah, looks like he'd been hanging out with my little buddy Whitley Barthel, buddy. She would have been the one cooking all that up if that would have happened up around our house.
Yeah, even looks like a Pioneer Woman plate right there, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know nothing about no Pioneer Woman, but it looks good.
You're going to have to catch up with the times, but this ain't 1960 anymore.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ben. That's awesome, man. Nice harvest. We got a lot of folks tuning in. I can kind of see you here. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Cody, thanks for tuning in. Skylar, man, we're going to be talking about you here in just a minute. Skylar was able to bust a big elk with us this week. You don't know somebody named Jill Woolwine, do you?
I know her.
You going to put claim on her?
I'll see her tomorrow, buddy. I'll see her tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll even give her a hug when I get home.
There you go. Kirsten, thank you for tuning in. My mama, our buddy Dwayne Hall, the Bear Man. Man, we appreciate everybody. Also, we've got, I got an angry face here from Jill Woolwine. Don't be making her mad.
If she don't know me by now, buddy, she will never, never, never know me.
Oh, no, Jill, you got him singing now. Talking about them food plots, man, let's take a look at this. Ben sent this to us, and just want to touch real quick on food plots. You and I, before the show, was talking about food plots, about fall food plots. And, of course, Ben got these in, earlier this year in the summer. And as you can see, they've greened up. But now the biggest thing I see when I look at these right here is that Ben's done a lot of work on getting his soil right, getting his pH right. We talked about that, about lime and the importance, how important lime is to a food plot. And really, you're kind of throwing your money down a hole if you don't get it right. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah, that's very important. The pH level, calcium level. And then something with these brassicas is, if you notice there, these plants are still pretty young. He probably planted this in, I don't know, mid-August maybe. It's probably got 3 or 4 weeks of growth on it. But these are some young plants. And you can see where it still has room for those leaves to get bigger. And then the the secondary seeds to fill in and start growing too. You know, if you on these brassicas and this rape and turnips and things like that, if you sow that stuff too thick, it competes with itself and it won't get the nutrition it needs to turn out a good root or a good bulb or radish or whatever you want to say. And it'll be stunted, you know, little bitty, thin, short leaves and this and that. But obviously he sowed this to the right seed rating, and that ought to turn out real good and just be a green food source all the way through winter.
Yeah. And then we talked also, Matt, about the most important thing that people can do come January, February, and what's that?
I think frost seeding is one of my favorite things to do. You know, getting around February sometime, ground starts freezing and thawing. You can go through there and hand spread that clover seed on top of the ground. You don't have to mess up the ground or anything. You know, the freezing and thawing of that ground will actually pull that seed down deep enough into the soil to make good seed to soil contact. And, you know, the next spring and summer and into the fall the next year, you'll start you a good stand of clover. And if you can do it, you know, when the snow's on or right before the snow's coming, that's even better, because it just, all that melt helps pull that seed into the ground. And it's a real easy way to get some clover stand started in your food plots or in areas that are new areas that you want to put in food plots. And you know, those legumes, the clover and stuff, they produce their own nitrogen, and which just helps the fertilization of the ground. So
yeah, very good. Yeah, still a lot to do. Hopefully people are able to right now. I mean, we're mid-September, just past the midway point. You know, if they're going to get maybe some winter plots out, now's the time. I mean, it needs to be in the ground. Is that right?
Yeah, it's time now. So get on it. I mean, you can still do it, especially your rye and wheats and oats and stuff like that. You know, you still got a little time, but you need to be thinking about it soon. That's for sure.
Yeah. You know, this guy right here, he must be giving. You disappeared for a minute. You know, this guy right here, Eddie Maines, y'all pretty dang smart for a couple rednecks.
Yeah, we try, Ed. We try.
Hey, Ed, buddy, hope you're doing well, man. Speaking of another fella right here, a handsome little devil, man, I can't wait to show this. You know, we showed a little lady the other week, and now we're going to show this handsome fella right here sporting that awesome onesie. I call this, I don't know if we want to call him 2.0, 3.0, or 4.0, but this is Casey Thomas, and he's starting a little bit young there, buddy.
Yeah, looks good in that blue.
Yeah, especially that TLC right there.
Anytime he ain't sleeping and ain't crying, he looks pretty good to me, really.
Yeah.
He sleeps a lot. You know, I got to kind of smack him around, wake him up a little bit. But get him pay attention. You know, hold your head up, pay attention. Now I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You know, he kind of stubborn sometimes like that. So anytime he ain't sleeping or crying, we get along pretty good.
Yeah. Mom says he's growing fast. They sure don't stay little long. Eddie Maine says, love y'all, baby. We love you too, Eddie.
Yeah, Ed, love you.
We'll keep check on Casey, buddy. He's a chip off the old block.
He getting to the point where he holds his head up. You know, he can control that big old bobber he's got on his shoulders. And so I figure, I'd say this spring he'd be ready for 12 gauge.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're gonna grow up with me, you're gonna grow up tough.
Well, I mean, y'all both rocking the same look there, even though I think maybe, how old is he now? He's what?
2 months.
2 months. He's got more hair than you got.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, good.
We ain't raising no sissies now. You're gonna have to toughen up.
Yep. He'll be tough. There is no doubt in my mind. No doubt whatsoever. Also, man, we got to talk about September. This is quota hunt month. If you've not logged on to fw.ky.gov, you need to do so. You got to the 30th of this month to get your name in the hat. If you're looking for a, maybe you want to travel the state, you're looking for a WMA to you want a deer hunt on, or there's pheasant hunts. I know at Clay. There's waterfowl hunts at about 4 different spots, sloughs, and different places. So you get on there, log on to your profile, go down to the quota hunt registry, and don't forget my very favorite, and I've tried to tell everybody about this, right here. Old crane hunt. Right now is when you put in for it. Let's take a look at some of our past crane hunts. This is just from last year. This is our buddy all the way from Florida, Scott Sumter. The funny thing is, Scott's down there and, being with the FWC, he gets to see these things all the time, but they can't hunt them down there. He had to make the trip up here and was able to harvest a couple of nice cranes there last year with us. Here's another one of our people that harvested a nice crane. And our very own Corey Turry harvested a nice crane. So we got it going on, and we're going to be offering guided hunts this year for Sandhill Crane. So if you are wanting to get in on the Sandhill Crane hunt, you better be putting your name in the hat. Almost everybody gets drawn or has up to this point. If you put your name in for a Sandhill Crane hunt, I know you get 1, 2, or 3 tags. So make sure you get in there. Book you a hunt with us for this winter. We have got it going on in Sandhill Crane Country. Let's see now.
Trendy, you was talking there about how they can't hunt them down there in Florida and things. It's always interesting to travel. Like I said, I'm in North Carolina right now, but always interesting to travel to new places and see the differences in their fishing wildlife regulations and things. I spent the last couple of days with a co-worker and a real outdoorsman, and we were just kind of talking about things that we do in Kentucky versus things that are legal or not legal down here in North Carolina, and everything from, I don't know, chasing deer with dogs to shooting deer with buckshot to, just different stuff, and how that's changed over the years, and things that he was able to do years ago that have changed in the regulations now, and things that we don't even think about doing maybe up in Kentucky or vice versa. Yeah. And pretty neat to see how different states run their Fish and Wildlife Department.
Yeah, we're pretty excited to make the trip back down to Florida coming up after elk season in October. We're going to be headed down to do some alligator hunting. We're going to be doing some bow fishing in the Gulf, and we're also going to be doing some peacock bass fishing and some iguana hunting with Scott and Wayne and those folks down there. We're pretty excited to be able to do that. And I always love going down there, man. The diversity in different states. Sometimes, you don't have to go all the way to Florida, if you're looking for a hunt, just our surrounding states, for those people that maybe have never traveled and hunted, there's a lot of opportunities for people to experience different things and extend their hunting seasons. And it's more economical than you think if you'll take a look at it. There's a lot of good opportunities out there.
And I mentioned it to you too, Trendy, and something that, we don't have all the details worked out yet, but talking to this fella down here, he's a president of a hunting club down here. And so he takes care of all the dues and takes care of, all the different hunting areas on their leases and this and that. And they're pretty involved with some veteran hunts. And so it sounds like, just through conversation, that's something that TLC is going to be able to link up with him on and host a turkey hunt this coming spring, or, like I said, all the details aren't worked out, but going to be some new friendships being born here in the TLC family here coming up with some guys from down here in North Carolina and some veterans that we're always thankful for.
We're very thankful for you. You know, we've had the opportunity to help some veterans and active military with their elk hunts over the years. You know, we were able to take an Army guy that was an Apache helicopter pilot, a Marine, active Marine, help them get their elk. We were able to help a disabled veteran not that long ago get their elk, and that's what it's all about for us, man. I love all of our hunters, and I love the opportunity to get to meet people, especially go to different areas and hunt and meet a lot of people. But when we can give back, man, there's nothing more rewarding than that, because we're blessed to be able to do what we do. And when it comes to youth and it comes to these opportunities like we've been talking about, I mean, we're all about it, and we're looking forward to that partnership. Very good. Talking about some other seasons. So right now, we were talking earlier about some seasons that are in. One thing we're looking forward to, bear season, is getting ready to come in now. There's currently a chase season in, chase only season, and for all the hunters with dogs and everything, you can't harvest. But you've got archery season that's going to be coming in, zone 1. Basically, zone 1 is Macquarie, Bell, Harlan, and Letcher County. It's going to be October 28th through October 30th. And then bear zone 2, which is all the other counties. I mean, there's a bunch of them. I forget how many counties I'm sitting here looking at, but I don't want to sit here and have to read all of them off. But that is October 28th through November the 1st, and that's for either sex. Now you got hunting with dogs coming up as well. Zone 1 is going to be October 23rd through October 27th, and then bear zone 2 is November the 2nd through November the 10th. So some very exciting black bear hunts coming up, and the way that you can hunt a Kentucky black bear is basically you can purchase a permit, and you don't have to be drawn or selected for that. So pretty exciting time.
No more quota hunts on bears, boys. It's an actual season.
Yep, that's right. You still cannot. You can't bait. So right now in season, you got bear, bullfrog, coyote, crow, deer, dove, duck. We got the early duck season in. Of course, elk for those. Canada goose is in. So, I mean, there's a lot. Turkey season, teal early season's in. Wood duck is in. So, a lot of opportunities out there. Also, we checked in kind of after the first weekend there, talking about telecheck harvest for elk. This week, as of this evening, there have been 37 elk checked in. 37 elk. So, and that's out. I'm not going to take time. I think there's 175 archers. So 37 elk have been harvested, and we've been able to take a couple of those. And speaking of which, our buddy Skyler harvested a nice elk this week with us, and Skyler and Aaron got it done, man. Got it done with a compound, made a great shot. Congratulations, Skyler. We appreciate you coming to hunt with us, man. A very, very, very tough hunt, to say the least. So that's what we try to tell everybody, man. When you come archery hunt elk, you earn every stitch of these things. But Skyler hung in there like a champ, so did Aaron, and they got it done with us. So congratulations, Skyler, man. Awesome, awesome elk hunt with us. We appreciate it very much. Now, some of our hunters that have not harvested, we've had some that's had opportunities, just not exactly what they're looking for. We've had some folks that have been in a lot of sign and not had the opportunity yet, but we're working on it, and we'll get back at it. And, season's in till Friday, and then we've got the late season in December, so we're pretty excited. We've had, I think we've had a really good archery elk season. Like I said, it's not all about the harvest. Harvest with archery equipment is tough at best, but we've been in the elk, and it's been pretty good. We've had a couple of hunters that I haven't had a chance to see an elk yet, but they've been in the sign. But we're gonna bring them back, and we're gonna get after them and get it done. So we're pretty excited.
I've been out of town there for a few days, but is there any rut activity kicked off in the last this week?
Yep. So we actually, and it depends on what units you're in and where you're at, but we actually started hearing a few bugles this week. So we're pretty excited about that. Man, we've even been to some of the Elkview areas that has high density. When you go up around the airport up in Martin County, there's a lot of elk to be seen up there. And, of course, they're not huntable, but we've seen 3 big herd bulls this past weekend, and no bugles at all. Now they're with cows, and they were kind of traipsing around and scent checking. One bull chuckled and one bull squealed, but really no bugles. And when you get into hunting these things, and I know some of our hunters are on here that's already hunting with us, when you get into hunting these things and they're not talking, you're hunting by sight, alone, and it's pretty tough. It's like hunting a ghost sometimes. So, we think that, it's getting better every day that goes by. And I've talked to some of the other outfitters and things, and they're kind of seeing much of the same thing. So I think headed into week 1 bull firearm, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, good news.
Yeah, good news. Congratulations, Skylar, man. Thanks for coming our way. We appreciate you very much. Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a short show tonight, man. We've got a lot going on. We want folks, if you're interested in the sandhill crane hunting, you need to contact us. That'll be coming up this winter. But more importantly than that, you need to put in for the quota tags. Also, we're going to be having 3 European tower shoots. Those dates will be coming very soon. We're trying to work around all the hunting season. I'll tell you what, man, you start trying to work in dates, and you don't think that Kentucky don't have a lot of hunting opportunity in the fall, in the upcoming months. You start trying to work in dates to where you try to give people an opportunity to extend their hunting season or whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Commonwealth. There's a lot of opportunity. So we'll be having those dates coming up here real soon. We had our first one last year, and, man, it was absolutely off the charts. It was one of the best things I've ever been part of.
Only get better from there, buddy.
That's right.
We set the standard last year, and it's only up from there.
That's right, man. So let's see what Skylar said. It was my pleasure, man. I couldn't be more proud and happy with the outfitter I went with. Skylar, we appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Skylar made a shot like a champ, son. 40 yards and down. Just awesome.
I don't believe we even paid him to write that on there, did we?
We didn't pay him a dime, man. Didn't pay him a dime. Gave him a heart.
Unsolicited.
Yeah. And our very own Corey Black. There's another guy's been beating the bushes hard this weekend, man, and just provided an opportunity, but just wasn't exactly what they were looking for. So, yeah, one of the best in the business. Talking about, and I hope he's okay for me saying this, but we're very proud to say this, and very proud of him. But we were talking about veterans earlier. Corey Black is a veteran too, and I say it all the time. I've told him this 100 times. We appreciate Corey's services and all veterans very much. So we're very proud, very thankful to have Corey part of our TLC family. Yeah. But what you got, man? What am I missing?
Don't know, bud.
Yeah. Kind of short tonight, man.
You're the brains of this operation. I just show up.
Yeah, we ain't getting very far on that, buddy. I haven't figured out my role yet. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, I think we're going to cut it short tonight. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Matt's on the road traveling, so he's got to get back to some stuff and everything. Just remember, September the 30th is the deadline for the quota hunts. get those quota hunts in. There's all kinds of stuff on there for you to check out. And if you're maybe interested in, and say you're interested in Ballard and Sloughs to waterfowl hunt, you don't want to go this year, you can apply for a preference point. Also for the deer hunts as well. There's pheasant hunting opportunity on there, Clay WMA, and maybe a couple other spots on there. So make sure you get on there and check that out, fw.ky.gov. Log on under my profile. Also, you can put in for the elk hunt for 2024 starting now. So make sure you get on there. Skylar, sorry, buddy, you're out for 3 years, but I'm sure right now you're not minding that too bad. So you do have to set out 3 years if you were drawn this year. So I remember that. And, man, that's it. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everybody has a great week. Matt, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, and I hope Skylar went and bought him another freezer because he's gonna have a lot of good victuals.
That's right. Yep, he sure is. Folks, that's it for this week's edition of On Air and Outdoors. We hope everybody's enjoyed. As always, if you want to know the creator, look at the creation, and there's no better time than this time of year to get out there and enjoy it. Fall's in the air, folks. It's right here. I love it. You see the trees turning. You can feel that little bit of coolness in the air, and it's a very magic time. So get out there and enjoy. Give us a call. Well, let's tell you all about what we've got going on, and we'll plan on seeing you here next time on Air and Outdoors with TLC Outfitters. Y'all have a great rest of your week.
Eastern Kentucky, where I was raised, where the wildlife and mountains call my name. I was born to hunt, I was born to guide, a camouflage on a rifle by my side. Just good old country boys chasing dreams in the Appalachian Mountains, filled with trees. From those white-tailed bucks strutting toms, the bugling elks they're on the run. Where those dreams are made, the trophies is our game. The TLC Outfitters is our name.